So you love mobile games, you love PC games, but at the end of the day, you love free games, and you're looking for some of the best free games that you could play right now on Steam. So I put together a list, I did some research, and I found some of the best things for you to invest your time in if you're into shooters and you want to spend $0. The first game on today's list is Destiny 2. This is one of my favorite PC games of all time. It's definitely in my top 10, maybe even in my top 8, but Destiny 2 is completely free to play, and it's a great experience for players that are looking for PvE or PvP battles. The reviews are mostly positive, with over 500,000 sitting at very positive. This game came out in 2019, released by Bungie, and it's one of those open world games that you're just going to spend so much time exploring and slaying inside of. On top of that, the game looks incredible, it's updated regularly, and you literally cannot go wrong playing this game. Next up is PUBG, and if you're a mobile gamer, you know all about PUBG Mobile and how it's taken the space by storm. Well, so has PUBG here on Steam. Also, free-to-play mobile battle royale shooter with mixed reviews, over 2 million reviews. This game is not a new one. It released back in 2017, but it really has stood the test of time as one of the top battle royale games of all time, with a trailer to match. You just can't go wrong with PUBG. It doesn't matter if it's on your phone or on your PC. It's a great game that's free to play that you're going to enjoy. Next up is Steam's own Team Fortress 2. This is one of those games that takes the casual play, adds in some humor, and really is something that is incredible. Over 900,000 reviews, all very positive, and this one is probably the oldest on today's list, released back in 2007. And is still free to play, is still with a massive community of players enjoying the game, and is still a class-based game, meaning you're gonna drop in as different character classes with different roles to support your team, take down your enemies, and really just have fun while doing it. If you're looking for a game that's like, I just want to kick back on a Friday night with my boys, have some fun, this could be one that you could not take too seriously, pound a few while you're playing, and really have a good time absolutely for free. Next up is Apex Legends, and Apex Legends is another one of those battle royale titles which also incorporates a class-based system, and this is one of the newer ones on today's list, coming out in 2020. Also 100% free to play, really great looking game, and not only are you coming in with your characters and their weapons, but also different unique abilities for each of the character classes that are more magical than technological. If you love battle royale games, if you love shooters, and you love free to play, and you want something that's a little bit on the next level graphic scene, Apex Legends is the one for you. You just can't go wrong, and I say that about a lot of the games on today's list, but it's because they're all good. That's why they're on today's list. Now guys, let me know in the comment section below what games you're playing right now. You never know what games that you may mention that I haven't seen before, that I haven't put inside of this video. I'll test them out, and if I like them, maybe they'll end up in an upcoming video. While you're down there, subscribe to the channel. Next up is Super People, another battle royale style game, and a much smaller one though at that. This one came out in October. It literally just released last month, not even a month ago at the point of you watching this video. It has mixed reviews, but only 7,000 reviews at that. Something brand new sometimes takes a while to work out the kinks, sometimes takes a while for the community to get behind, but this is another one that really has some potential. Now, there are a lot of battle royale games that are competition, right? So if you're looking for something that already has a huge established community that you know is going to be around and stand the test of time, maybe this early access game is not the one for you. But if you're willing to take a shot at something brand new and maybe become one of the best inside of something that everyone hasn't yet discovered, Super People could be the game for you. This one's pretty sick. It's called SHATTERLINE, and I really enjoyed playing it myself. Very positive and mostly positive reviews, almost up to 19,000 of them. This one just released in February of 2022, so it's been out for approximately 2 months. Another one of those early access titles that is really a lot of fun with some stellar graphics. Like I mentioned, I put a solid amount of time into this game myself. And as you just saw, it said February 2023. That is when they're anticipating the full release of the game. But like I mentioned, you could play it absolutely for free right now in beta. Now we have a survival shooter for you guys. This one is called Lost Light, brought to us by NetEase Games. It's available both on PC and on mobile, cross-play with mixed reviews, just under 5,000 of them. And this one came out on September 1st, 2022. So another game that is new to the scene, absolutely free to play. And I like the element of this game that is survival. It's not just your battle royale, it's a survival style game. Next on the list is Ava, another one of the newer titles that just is released, and I'm talking about August, the end of August 2022. There have been quite a few negative reviews on this game, but as a majority, we're looking at 5,000 mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people don't. It's brought to us by NeoWiz Games. It's a competitive first-person shooter with a PvP element to it yet, of course. Now, comparing this to some of the other titles that we've seen on the list here today, you may be underwhelmed. But also, we have the ability to give it a test for free because, again, it's a free-to-play game. So if you're looking for something a little bit off the beaten path, maybe Ava is for you. Next on the list is Quake Champions, and I know that I played a ton of Quake back in the day on PC, and now we have a free-to-play version of it in Champions. We have mostly positive reviews with just under 35,000 of them, and this one just released in August of 2022 from Bethesda. Now, you know Bethesda is a solid developer, and when they are putting their name behind a game, you gotta feel pretty good about the product that you're gonna get. Now, I love the free-to-play element of this Quake game, that you can get involved in it and you don't have to pay anything up front. Of course, like all these games on the list, there's going to be some ways for you to buy things inside of the game. All we can do is cross our fingers and hope that it's monetized in a way that is for the community and not going to be pay-to-win elements. But man, this game looks good. It's one of the first ones that I would probably put on my computer today if I had to choose just one or two from today's list. METALBORN's up next, and this is the smallest game on the list here today. This one has had the fewest downloads, the smallest community, but it is an early access free-to-play game at this point in time. The reviews at that are mostly positive, with only 31 reviews being had on this game. We're looking at an early access arena shooter, which is something that could be a lot of fun, being in those battles inside of the arena instead of being inside of an open world. The movement of mechanics inside of the game seem really fun. The colors and artwork of the game are also different and kind of just high contrast from a lot of the other games that we have been seeing on the list here today, and actually on the market at that. It's different, it looks fun, and it's something that's worth trying out to see if maybe you and a couple of your buds want to play together and enjoy something that's new, really new. Gundam Evolution is up next, and I mean, it's like we're looking at some Transformers right here. That's what it looks like to me. And we have mixed reviews, just under 16,000 of them, and you're looking at some type of a mech shooter that looks like it's something different. Because every single game on the list should not be a modern combat battle royale style game. We need variety in our lives to stimulate our gamer brains. That's just how we are. We don't want the same thing all the time. This is one that could be a lot of fun for you if you're into the mech style games, if you were into Transformers back in the day, or if you're a guy that likes to build robots in your basement. Not sure if those fit either of your characteristics, but if they do, maybe Gundam Evolution is one that you'd like. Seems like a lot of people do. Next on the list is Project Zero, a roguelike, and this one is the oddball out. This game does not support the English language. It is definitely a foreign game, but the recent reviews are overwhelmingly positive, and the overall reviews are very positive with just under 1,500 of them. It came out back in September 2022, and again, it's a free-to-play game. I love the top-down way that this thing looks. I think it looks fantastic, and it looks like we have some horde wave mode battles that can go on that just look fun. Now, yeah, it's going to be frustrating that it's not in English. You're not going to be able to understand what's being said. But if you can slay things, if you can kill things, you can have fun. It's worth giving a shot if you want something that's completely different, completely unsupported, and one that you won't make any local friends from because everyone that plays this is in another country. But you never know what you're going to find. Maybe true love.